Ngayon, pag-usapan natin ang isa sa pinakamahalagang bagay pagdating sa digital marketing business, which is the golden rules of digital marketing. That honestly, everyone needs to know this. Kahit na ikaw ay seasoned pro, kahit na ikaw ay baguhan pa lang dito, kahit na ikaw ay gusto mo lang mag-try ng digital marketing business, these rules are your lifeline in the ever-changing world of digital marketing business. But before we jump in, naranasan mo na ba or naramdaman mo ba sa sarili mo na kahit na anong post mo sa social media, kahit na consistent naman yung posting mo, ang daming mong ginagawang post, ang daming mong ina-upload ng mga videos, pero feeling mo kulang pa din yung ginagawa mong effort? Well, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have the keys to unlock your digital marketing potential. Trust me, rule number 3, it's a game changer. So, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose. And if this is your first time to see my video, in this channel ay gumagawa ako ng mga tips and video tutorials na makatulong sa digital business mo. So, if you are interested in my topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell para updated ka sa mga bago kong i-upload na mga video tutorials. Alright, let's dive in. Rule number 1 is to know your target audience. Like, really know them from head to toe. So, dapat alam mo kung ano yung mga dreams nila, ano yung mga inspiration, ano yung mga goals nila sa buhay, ano yung mga problems and pain points nila. And also, you must know their demographics like yung age, yung location nila, civil status nila, what keeps them up at night, what books they read, what videos they watch until 2 a.m., what makes them click that buy button, sino yung pina-follow nila ng mga artista, ng mga personalities. So those are the things na kailangan mong alamin tungkol sa target audience mo. So bakit mo nga ba kailangan itong gawin guys? Because the better you know your target audience, the more effectively you can speak their language and solve their problems. So kapag nagawa mo yun, that's where the magic happen. That's where the sales happen. Kasi kung kilala mo talaga yung target audience mo, and then alam mo kung anong problema niya, and then you have this product or service na makatulong para ma-solve yung problem niya, then dyan ka po kikita ng money. So ganun siya guys, you need to know talaga kung sino yung target audience mo and focus on that audience. To do this guys, pwede kang gumamit ng mga tools gaya ng Google Analytics, social media insights, pwede kang magpagawa or pwede kang mag-conduct ng survey, pwede kang mag-conduct ng mga one-on-one free consultation para magkaroon ka ng maraming data and idea about your target audience. Rule number 2 is content is king but context is queen. So palagi natin naririnig ang tungkol sa content is king. A million times mga iba't ibang content creator, di ba? Well, it's true naman. But there is a crucial part that is missing, which is the context. Pwede kang magkaroon ng mind-blowing na content in the world and then nag-viral yung video na yun. For example, Reels na umabot ng like 10 billion na views. But if you're serving into the wrong people at the wrong time, in the wrong place, it's as good as invisible. So parang wala din kwenta yung video na yun. And dapat na yung pinopost mo sa mga social media platform mo ay strategic talaga siya guys. Because I have this experience sa aking YouTube channel, no, na meron ako isang video na umabot siya ng like 100,000 na views. Yung video na yun is isa sa mga best watched na videos ko sa aking YouTube channel. But that video doesn't align my current target audience and hindi siya napapanahon din. More on views lang siya pero hindi siya nagko-convert ng aking mga viewers into leads and then into clients and into customers. Ang nangyari is that though that video ay kumukuha pa din ng mga views and subscribers, pero kasi hindi sila yung target audience ko for my niche, which is digital marketing. So yun yung lesson ko doon na dapat magiging strategy ka talaga and then yung mga pinopost mo online ay dapat related sa business mo. Or somehow makatulong dapat sa business mo. So how do you nail context? It's all about understanding your customer journey and meeting your audience where they are. Are they just becoming aware of the problem? Are they ready to buy? So, dapat yung content na ginagawa mo ay tailored. So, you need to tailor your content and its delivery to match their stage of the journey. For example, gumagawa ka ng mga content for beginner, like paano mag-edit sa CapCut for beginner. So, mostly yung ma-attract doon na audience ay zero knowledge when it comes to CapCut. But they want to edit a video in CapCut. Pero what if yung back-end business na ino-offer mo is about Photoshop for advanced, hindi tailored yung content na ginagawa mo dun sa i-offer mo na business. So, ang mangyayari dyan guys is, kunwari, gagawa ka ng content about how to edit videos in Premiere Pro for beginners, and then yung offer mo is Premiere Pro coaching for beginners to advanced, then yung audience na ma-attract dun sa video na yun ay mas madali mo siyang ma-convert into customers. So, ayun, did I make myself clear on that? Okay? So, comment down below kung naintindihan niyo po yung ibig ko sabihin, yung paggawa mo ng content ay dapat alam mo kung ano yung purpose ng content na yun. And then, kung sino ba yung tinatarget mo na audience doon. So, hindi ka lang pwede bato lang ng bato ng mga content online. Rule number 3 is to embrace the power of a social proof. So, ito yung game changer na sinasabi ko sa'yo on the first few minutes of this video. Social proof or testimonial is your secret weapon in the digital marketing world. Bakit? Tanong mo kung bakit. Because people trust people. Tandaan mo yan. People trust people. Way more than they trust brands. It's just human nature. So, natural na yan sa atin guys na magtiwala tayo sa kapwa natin tao. Kaya mahalaga na you can leverage your social proof or mga testimonials from your previous students or previous clients. So, how do you leverage this? Number 1 is the user-generated content. So, marami ka namang nakikita ngayon no, sa mga TikTok, sa mga Facebook Reels, lalo na yung mga unboxing videos na nagpapakita paano nila ina-unbox yung isang bagay and then ginagamit nila, ano yung benefits, ano yung nagandahan nila sa product, ano yung hindi nila nagandahan. Those are type of user-generated content. Yung si customer, yung nagbibigay talaga ng feedback or ng testimonial niya about sa certain product or service. So kung mayroon ka naman na mga testimonials, may mga reviews ka, kaya mas maganda na ipunin mo yun and magagamit mo yan sa iyong marketing. And if meron kang case studies, pwedeng-pwede po yan. So, anything that shows real people loving your products or services. Here's a mind-blowing stat for you. 92% of consumers trust recommendations from people they know. And 70% trust consumer opinions posted online. That's huge. So, start encouraging your students or your clients, your happy customers to share their experience about your product or services and then feature their stories or their testimonials sa mga social media accounts mo. Let their voices do the selling for you. So when I applied rule number 3 in my own digital product business, ay nagkaroon talaga ako ng significant changes or significant growth when it comes to my sales and when it comes to my operation. Ever since I included customers' feedback or my clients' happy reviews dito sa aking mga social media platform. So, mas nakapag-attract ako ng clients and students na hindi ko na kailangan mag-explain kung ano ba yung services and products na ino-offer ko. And pagdating naman sa freelancing, most of my clients are referred by someone or referred from my previous clients. Kasi before guys, bago talaga ako nag-charge sa aking services, I am giving it for free. Okay, so may mga free service ako na ginawa, like video editing for free, YouTube managing for free, landing page design for free, website design for free, email automation for free, so mostly free. So bakit ko nga ba siyang ginagawa free? Free because, of course, gusto ko din mapatunayan sa sarili ko that I can deliver the result that they want. And in exchange for my effort that I'm invested in their project or in their business, ay may ako ng testimonials or ng feedback about my service. And most of them ay happy about my service. So, sila na po yung nag-market ng aking business. So, sabihin ko lang, if you know someone na gusto din ng ganitong service, you can refer me. Yes, of course, i-refer kita sa kakilala ko. So, ganun siya yung nangyari guys. So parang naging domino effect na siya. So those are just one of my tip na magbigay ka muna ng free service mo bago ka talaga mag-charge ng premium price. And another one, if you are selling digital products naman, one thing that I can give an advice is that pwede kang mamigay muna ng like for example, free version ng ebook mo, pabasa mo na sa kanila, and then you can get feedback or testimonials. Pwede mo magamit sa iyong social media marketing. And for example, may kang course na ino-offer. So you can offer like 15 days access to the course in exchange of a feedback or a review. So I hope this rule number 3 ay magagamit mo din sa sarili mo online business. Rule number 4, test, measure, and adapt, and then repeat forever. Here's the brutal truth about digital marketing. What works today might not work tomorrow because the digital landscape is constantly shifting. Gaya nga ng paglabas ng AI guys, nung nag-start ako 2018, wala pa yung ChatGPT na yan. So I really had to make my post, my blog post, mga content ideas from scratch, nagsusulat, nag-research. So it really takes my time, lalo na doon sa research pa lang na phase. But nung andyan na yung AI, yung ChatGPT, yung si Claude or si Gemini at lahat ng mga AI dyan, lalo na yung pag-edit ng videos, ay naging mas madali sa akin yung process. Ngayon, kung ikaw ay isang online business owner or entrepreneur and you will not adapt the change, you will not adapt AI to your business, then mahihirapan ka. Your business will mabahay siya. And that's why our fourth rule is all about constant testing and measuring sa mga digital marketing effort natin. So, kailangan natin magkaroon ng A/B testing, your email subject line, your copy, need to try different formats, try different graphics, try to add elements or remove elements. So you need to experiment kung anong oras ka magpo-post sa iyong social media account, anong oras ka magsisend na email sa mga email subscribers, anong oras ka mag-upload ng video sa YouTube. So marami kang dapat na i-test. But here's the key guys. Don't just test for the sake of testing. You need also to measure your results, learn from them, and use those insights to adapt your strategy. Hindi pwede yung, sige sabi ni Miss Rose, i-test na lang eh. Ganon. Hindi pwede puro test ka lang ng test na hindi mo man lang measure kung ano yung nangyari doon sa results ng testing mo. Kung ano yung pwede mong matutunan doon sa test A and B. So use those insights para makagawa ka ng mas magandang strategy. Remember, in digital marketing, there's no such thing as set it and forget it. It's all about continual improvement. So ayun guys ha, hindi porket nakapag-launch ka na ay yun na yun and then just forget it. So you need to measure kung ano yung results ng launch mo, kung effective ba yung marketing efforts na ginawa mo, at kung ano yung mga bagay na pwede mo pang i-improve for your next launch. So in this way, you can create your own strategy when it comes to your online business. Rule number 5, mobile first, always. Last but definitely not the least. If your digital marketing strategy isn't mobile first, you're living in the past. Kasi nga guys, mostly sa mga tao ay naka-mobile. Mostly yung modes of communication, lahat halos yung mobile phone is part na talaga ng ating daily life na yun ang device na palagi nating dala-dala, di ba? And more than half of all web traffic is mobile now. That means if your website or your funnel isn't mobile friendly, if your emails don't look good on a smartphone, if your social media strategy isn't optimized for mobile users, you're potentially losing more than half of your audience. Gusto mo ba na ganun yung mangyayari? Di ba hindi? So ako guys, as a funnel designer or landing page designer, I always make sure na yung ginagawa ko na funnel design, yung mga pages na ginagawa ko or even website, ay naka-mobile optimized. Bago ko i-launch yung website at yung funnels na yon. So ayun, if you have your existing website or funnel right now, I highly recommend to view it in your mobile phone and check if naka-mobile optimized ba yung mga buttons, madali bang hanapin, and also make it sure na kapag mobile device yung gagamitin, is madaling mag-load yung website mo or yung funnels mo. So, always think mobile first. Test everything on multiple devices before it goes live. Okay? And there you have it. The 5 digital marketing rules that everyone needs to know. Kung hindi mo pa din naintindihan yung mga pinagsasabi ko, panoorin mo lang ulit ang video na ito and you'll be well on your way to digital marketing success. But remember, these rules are just beginning. So start pa lang to guys. The world of digital marketing is vast and always revolving. Palaging may bago. Gaya ngayon, ang daming bago. Lalo na yung AI. And we don't know next year, ano naman yung magbabago na naman. So, ay magiging open lang sana tayo and we need to adapt the changes. So, keep learning, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep having fun with it. So guys, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my latest digital marketing tips and tutorials. And by the way, I'm just curious lang guys, which of these 5 golden rules resonated with you the most? Drop a comment below and let's chat. Until next time, keep crushing in the digital world.